Are you getting tired of working in the lab, not seeing the sun for long stretches of time, and wearing all this PPE? Well, you are in luck. You have so many career options that don't involve lab work. I have 16 here that I'm going to explore with you, and I even include salary estimates and growth estimates for each. Some you may not have heard of before, some are more obvious, but you can easily find something that works for you and will give you a good salary and will help you to live a happy life. Some of these careers are better for those who like working with others and talking on the phone, meeting in person, traveling. Some of these options are great for those who like working by themselves, who just want to get their work done, potentially even from home, and still have a wonderful impact on the world and use their science background to do so. Stay tuned to find out more about each of these 16 non-lab jobs. Hi, I'm Katie from Fascinating Work. At Fascinating Work, we strive to help those in the science and STEM fields to find work that they love, that they feel fulfilled in, and that they can thrive in. We're scientists ourselves who've found the path of our dreams, and we just want to help you to do the same. Medical Science Liaison. This individual is the go-between for doctors and other healthcare professionals and those in the company. They help to translate complicated technology so that the healthcare professionals can understand exactly how the product can benefit them and their patients, how to use the product, why it should be used over other competitors. Medical science liaisons also take feedback from healthcare professionals and give it to their company to improve their products, to come up with new ones that will help additional patients and make the company improve in the right direction. These people have to travel a lot. They're meeting face-to-face with healthcare professionals as well as people within the company. And so an individual in a medical science liaison position is a people person, and they really thrive in working with others closely. Medical science liaisons can make about $144,000, and this salary can vary and increase depending on your experience and where you're working. Clinical research associate. Clinical research associates help to develop clinical research studies, the protocols. They maybe even help to recruit participants in the studies. They fill out forms that are required to show that the study will be ethical and will follow the proper precautions. They will also help to collect data from the study, process that data, and summarize the findings. Clinical research associates make about $88,000, and of course, with more experience, you can make much more than that. A business development associate has more of a business focus. They use their technical background to understand the products and what is needed by the market, and then help the company to develop new products or tap into new markets so that they can impact even more patients and help to grow the company. These individuals are creative, and they also do have have interest in business. These types of individuals often work closely with others and also travel. Early in their career, they can make about $108,000, and it can increase from there. Medical affairs manager. This person oversees the clinical research associates often, as well as works with the medical science liaison. They deal with healthcare professionals and all the health programs or medical programs that a company is involved in. Starting off and early in their career, medical affairs managers make about $121,000. Quality assurance representative. These individuals are really focused on understanding the regulations that the agencies communicate to companies. They also are very focused on following the company procedures and helping others in the company to do the same. If the company's not following their own procedures and the federal agency regulations properly, then the products might not actually be able to be sold, and the company could face fines or worse consequences. These individuals like to really understand the rules, follow these detailed rules and help others to do the same. Representatives can make around $75,000 and managers can make around $123,000. Of course, this depends on the company that you work for, where you're working, and your experience. But salaries can increase with more experience and with more responsibility. Regulatory affairs specialists. These are similar positions to the quality assurance representative. Again, they are focused on making sure that the company and its employees are following the federal regulations that govern the product that they're making. This position also requires the person to be very focused on how they're wording things in their communications with agencies, either written word or oral communications, because saying something a certain way could result in difficulty with the agency or having the company to commit to doing additional activities that might not have been required to do otherwise. A regulatory affairs specialist can make around $75,000 earlier in their career, and a manager can make about $141,000. Of course, these salaries can increase depending on your experience. Project manager. Project managers have so many opportunities. Companies need a lot of project managers, especially ones with technical backgrounds who really understand the science behind the products that are being produced by those companies. Project managers oversee projects. They make sure everyone knows what things need to happen in what order and when they need to happen. So they kind of see the big picture, break it down into all the actionable steps that must occur. They usually have to oversee the budget spend as well, but they really are managing how a project is going. So if you like telling other people what to do and you're really good at it and getting them to actually do it, definitely consider being a project manager. Early career project managers can make around $98,000 and it can only go up from there. But again, you have wonderful job security because so many companies need project managers. Similarly, product managers manage all the activities for specific products. So they're doing a lot of the same things. Typically, they are maybe overseeing project managers, but they know what large activities have to happen to get a product to market, to maintain the product in the market, to fix issues with the product if any arise, and to come up with new products. These individuals make something similar to project managers, and the salary can increase significantly with experience. Sales representatives. If you are really inclined to being on the sales side of things, and you also have the technical expertise regarding products, then being in sales is a very lucrative way to go with your science degrees. Sales representatives sell the product that a company makes. So if it's a pharmaceutical company, sales representatives are talking with healthcare professionals, teaching them the benefits of a specific pharmaceutical drug, helping them to know how to use it and prescribe it properly, and educating them as well, but encouraging sales for that product. Early career sales representatives could make around $87,000, and manager level sales reps could make $93,000 or even more. There are also commissions involved as well. Business system analysts. These individuals are very focused on data. They are crunching numbers. They are figuring out what is working well for the company, what is not working, and proposing changes that the company should make to increase profits. Also suggesting where the company should look to try to grow their markets. So I know a lot of individuals with science degrees really appreciate data, so this is just a natural transition for a lot of individuals in science, crunching these numbers and letting companies know what they need to do to grow, and as well as to help those who can benefit from their products. Analysts can make around $95,000 and managers can make around $108,000. Document control coordinators. These individuals help to control what documents are generated by a company. And in a lot of cases, this means that if maybe there's a protocol that is used to test something, that protocol will have to be recorded in a special way and archived so that someone can go back and read it, so that no one is able to destroy it or remove data from it. They are very focused on documentation, making sure things are documented accurately when the observation is occurring, that we know who is doing the documentation, that it can't be changed or destroyed. Document control coordinators make around $60,000, and managers can make more than that, around $77,000 or more. But there's a very wide range. It depends on the company and also your region, as well as the type of products your company is making. Procurement specialist. These individuals work with vendors or other companies that supply raw materials or raw ingredients to their company in order for them to be able to make the final product. They are negotiating better deals on getting these materials from the vendors. They are also auditing or just testing the vendor to make sure they are making quality raw materials themselves and that they are going to be able to deliver the materials at a certain level of quality, on time, at a certain price, effectively. Procurement specialists make about $62,000 early in their career, and managers make about $88,000. But again, the range is very wide. Similarly, a vendor manager is helping the company to vet new vendors. They are in constant communication with the vendors. If there's an issue with quality in the materials that are being received, they will be talking with the vendor, helping them to determine what's going on and to resolve this issue so that the company can get what it really needs to make that final product. Vendor managers can make around $78,000, but it really depends where you're living and what company you're working for. Technical services engineers. They are the engineers that help to come up with new products sometimes. They might help different departments in the company to come up with unique solutions if an issue arises. Engineers can really come from a variety of backgrounds. They need to be able to have good problem-solving skills, need to think creatively, and to resolve this issue so that the company can get what it really needs to make that final product. Their job is very different from day to day, which is nice. This job may require an occasional work in the lab, but generally you will be working at a desk. Engineers make about $77,000 and managers make about $86,000, but it could increase from there depending on experience. Lab managers or directors are another option for those who have a lot of lab experience and come from science backgrounds but don't want to be stuck in the lab all day and don't want to be wearing the PPE. These individuals know what has to happen in the lab. They will be, of course, managing others who are doing the lab work, but they will be working on things at a higher level. And they also have a greater impact for the company and potentially the product. This is a very obvious one for those working in a lab, but it's definitely worth considering. Lab managers early in their career can make about $82,000. Directors can make about $102,000. Again, it varies widely and it depends on your experience and if you have a PhD or a master's or a bachelor's. Finally, technical writer. If you love science and you are very good at taking complex topics and explaining them in the written word in simple terms where a lot of people can understand, this is a great job for you. It's also good for somebody who doesn't really like working directly with a lot of people. Typically, you'll be working independently and you really have to have self-discipline to get your writing done when it needs to happen. Early career technical writers can make about $85,000 and managers can make about $115,000. We have just covered 16 different non-lab careers that you can consider if you are tired of being in the lab all day. Some are really great for those who like working with other people and communicating and traveling. Others are great for those who like working independently and are more introverted. It really depends on what skills you have and how you like to work. All of them have good growth potential, job security. They can help you to find a work environment that will allow you to thrive and enjoy what you're doing. So this is not an exhaustive list, but it can get you started in considering alternative science careers. Let us know in the comments what other topics you want us to post about, and if you have any questions or if you're considering one of these jobs. Check out our channel for more science career videos and funny science videos.